when you say you're expecting it, what do you mean? Do you mean that you filed for a marriage-based green card and that you're eligible for a 10-year green card? So the first thing is, of course, you can't force anyone to stay with you if they don't want to be in the marriage. However, if you experience abuse, or toxic relationship that arises to the level of, mental, psychological abuse, certainly we can certainly screen you to see if you are eligible for, any kind of relief through VAWA. Oh, just before I forget, we are having our annual Thanksgiving sale, which is 20% off, but it's only this week. You should have consulted with us by this week. So if you fall in that category and we told you that you're eligible for something, this is a good week to lock it in. Aminat says, good morning, beautiful attorney. Thank you for keeping us informed. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. It's more than 3 years for VAWA and I have received 4 prima facies. How long does it take to get my approval? Honestly, it's you're within the window. This is a good time to do a reach out just to see what the status is. But you're within the window of approval, so it should be coming any day soon. Okay. Is it safe to travel with travel documents? The answer is going to depend on you in particular and your particular case type and where your case is. So we would need to know all those variables to be able to give you an answer. Can you help me file asylum? Unfortunately, we do not handle any asylum cases. And just as a warning, if you are filing asylum, make sure you end up filing asylum just to bid time, because if you're not eligible for asylum, right now, these are cases that generally get denied, and you are immediately an enforcement priority for deportation. Going into the new administration, you don't want to file an application just to get a work permit. You want to file an application because you are eligible to file for that application, okay? How long does it take to file for a child over 21 living in the States? The parent is a U.S. citizen. Alika, if the child is over 21 and the parents are living in the United States, they are most likely going to be out of status because the visa bulletin is taken anywhere or up to, so if they're over 21, I'll say right now we're seeing like a 7 to an 8 year wait. But don't quote me because December bulletin is out, so I'll have to check December bulletin. I don't know what it is offhand. But most likely they will not be in status. So the rules or the law as of today is that, if you file the I-130, you still got to file the I-130 to lock in the priority date. Once the priority date becomes available, which will be like, 7, 8, 9, 10 years from now, they are going to have to do 601A waiver, which is a hardship waiver with a qualifying relative. And once they do that and it's approved, they have to go back home. So it's never a good idea if you're over the age of 21 to overstay if you don't have an immediate relative or another route with immigration to get your petition from, okay? Okay, I'm gonna answer this last question and I have to jump up. I'm so sorry, guys. I know I came super late today. I was finishing a meeting, so I can't take too many questions today. But this is a question I know a lot of people have asked in the comments. Says, is USCIS going to take VAWA interviews? If so, whom is going to get the interview? Okay, this is a good question because I talked about this. So starting this December, USCIS is going to start interviewing applicants. Well, let me rephrase. It's going to start interviewing certain applicants. We don't know what the word certain means or how they make that determination. However, the people that will be eligible to be interviewed would be those who file an adjustment of status at the same time as their VAWA. The large majority of people are still going to get their interviews waived. However, certain people who, which we don't know what certain is. I can give you my guess, but this is a guess. So I don't want you to take this as the law. My guess, based on reading the language, is people who already have an immigration history. The reason why is because the stakeholder news that we were given basically says that we are going to ask questions about all your alien file, anything in your alien file. So meaning any applications you've ever submitted, anything in the 485, anything in the VAWA case, or whatever it is. So it leads me to believe that if they're going to pick people, it's going to be people who already have an immigration history, meaning they already have other applications that didn't go through. But again, as it unfolds and as we start getting interview requests, I am going to observe a pattern, at least with my own client demographic, to see those that are getting interviews, and I'll be able to give you a better informed idea of those who are getting those interviews. But again, a large majority of people will still not be interviewed. And then if you have an I-360 only, you will not be interviewed. This is only for those who have an I-485 with the VAWA application. All right, guys, I got to jump off. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. I hope you are all blessed this Thanksgiving and that you have a lot to give thanks for with your friends, family, loved ones. And I will catch y'all after the holidays. Bye.